tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. Dropping knowledge in the studio, you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is Prince Hakeem.
Hey, Hakeem, now you got me mad. You got me upset. Why you do the voice? You always
My bad.
You gotta change. Now
Chaos Culture Radio.
There you go. You see, you gonna hit that high note. And this is your man Ronnie Ron.
And this your man New Jordan Era. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, Jordan's back on it, man. He's probably one of the families. And we got one more slot for a woman. So we looking for a woman. We get a woman, man. We on and popping. You
Let's
get what I'm
get
saying? Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, guys. This topic right here, I have to, because I keep telling you guys. So we're gonna talk about it today with Steph Curry, and I think it's Ayesha Curry. Am I saying the name correct?
Yes.
Yep. Yes, you are.
They having an open relationship. A lot of people online are upset about it because Steph Curry is a Christian guy, is a Christian man. They have standard. They don't believe in open marriage. So for you guys, do you think Steph Curry is doing a good idea?
He's a beta male. He's always been a beta, but he's not no sigma. He's not no sigma, no alpha. He's been a beta male. His dad been a beta male. You know what I mean? The best thing for him to do is what his dad is doing right now is to leave that marriage and go off and do something. Here's the thing. When you do not have no control over your house is out of order. When his woman went on public national television and said that she wants to seek attention from other men, I said, hey, the chickens done came home to roost.
Damn, I can't slow down. It's just a simple question, man. Don't kill the guy. You try to body bag him.
No, think about it, bro. That shit was embarrassing. How you a woman, you with one of the most top players in the NBA. He's one of the most highest paid. He's a Christian. You have beautiful kids with him, and you worrying about dusty niggas?
Damn.
You worrying about dusty niggas giving you attention? You're not an Instagram thought. You wasn't even made to be that. You're supposed to be a simple wife. For God's sakes, when I seen how she looked before, I said, okay, this must be a different type of dude. He had a normal looking wife. When she started losing weight and was dressing provocateur, I said, yep, she's finished. I say, let's just wait for the divorce. Let's just wait for the
but ain't what they're doing, ain't that like a form of polygamy though? Because he have an open marriage. Now they can date whoever they want to date, but it's still in a form of marriage because of the sake of the business, because of the sake of the Curry's name.
Here's the thing. It benefits him and doesn't benefit her. Think about that. After a certain while, the more she gets older, the more her value lesses. The more he gets older, the more his value gets. His dad, who his wife had just been cheating on him with his best friend, he went and got him a younger, badder broad. That man over 50. Women don't think you can play this game, and the only thing you can do is take the money. And we ain't even stressing that anymore, because here's the thing, women, we know how to make the money back. Y'all don't.
Preach. Boy, I give you a high five, man. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So I want y'all boys to comment on. I just thought it was very disrespectful. He's weak, just like Russell and all these other guys. Now, mind you, I call them weak for the perception of they're weak for being with the type of woman they are. Who they are as a person are perfect. They needed to be with the right type of woman who's not going to disrespect
No, but Hakeem, he knew her since high school, though, right, Jordan? I'm thinking right. He knew her since high school.
That doesn't mean she was not fit for him.
Exactly.
My nigga, I'm about to say something that's going to get y'all mad, get these people mad on you. Man, them boys are supposed to be with white and Hispanic girls. Because their values align to what these women are. You don't never hear Jeannie Ma doing no shit like that.
Kobe Bryant did it. I'm sorry.
Listen.
I gotta be. We gotta be Hakeem Mike, because Hakeem.
Listen. And let me tell you something. Vanessa Bryant has been a solid woman since he's been dead.
Yep.
Solid.
Yep. That's a fact.
You haven't seen her flaunt it with nobody. She's putting respect. He couldn't have picked a better wife. And mind you, he had got her young.
Damn.
He did. He picked right.
But look, he picked right though. It doesn't matter who it was, is that he picked right.
Yeah.
She could have been a black woman and she probably would have still been the same way. Don't you? Do you agree or do you disagree?
No. Honestly, bro, come on, man. Ron, let's keep it real. Kobe wouldn't have survived being with a black woman. He's too. Listen, he is. Listen. He didn't fit. He didn't fit the mold. He's butter crunch, milk toast, Gene, Kareem, Jamal.
Let me Ronnie, let me ask you something. That Kobe scandal. If his wife was black, you think he would have got a divorce, or you think they would have stayed?
No, she would have left.
Yeah.
Go ahead, King. I'm sorry.
No. You just dropped a good point. Let me tell you something. If it was a black woman he had done that to, then Kobe would have got dragged.
No, but it depends on the woman, though. I'm trying to see it from both sides. It depends on the woman, because there is some black women that will fight and be with a man. You know, there's some, like, let's say for example, there's some cultural black women that's all part of the culture that they don't mind their husband doing certain thing, and they still will stick with that man to the end. They will not pass back. Go ahead.
You're right, Ronnie. You're right. It's not a lot, but there are very, very little. But you're right about that.
No.
There are some. Now, I ain't say all now. I said there's some.
I'll give you that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for the majority of perspective, what he did would not have last. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You get
so what do you think? So what you guys think what Steph Curry did was wrong? Was did he have enough structure, or was he just too much of, like, you know what? Because remember, you gotta understand something, you guys. He's an NBA star. He's always on the road. So I think he's trying to find the balance.
Ronnie, I'll tell you this: when you don't say nothing, when this stories come out and you don't say nothing, that tells you everything.
Yes.
Because if Ayesha is talking and he's not saying nothing, that tells you everything right there.
She runs the show. She runs the show.
That's a good point.
He has to say nothing, like no tweet.
But nobody probably there's some dudes that's very secretive. They don't like their business out there in the public. Like a Beyonce and Jay-Z,
it's already in the public, Ronnie. It's already out there. It's already out.
Bro, when that happened, this is why you say you can't be a man and your house is not in order, and she's speaking for you. Because let me tell you something. Not all women. We do have some solid women. Betty Shabazz, Martin Luther King's wife. Asada, Asada Shakur. There's some solid women out there, but there are a lot of women who make decisions based off emotion. Men, when we do something, we're calculated at time. Unless you're dealing with a poor excuse for a man, you cannot tell me you're going to allow for you to be Christians and say y'all in an open marriage. It goes against the covenant of God unless you're having threesomes in your bed, which I don't even support that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm really serious about this.
Yeah, according to the religion, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I'm really serious about this stuff when we're talking about being in a faithful religion in marriage. You feel me?
But you think he probably felt he did the best he could for the marriage, because mind you, they still married, but it's just an open marriage because, like I say, he's always on the road and he meet different type of women. So
I'll tell you,
seeing him with another woman, and just like, because I don't think you heard about LeBron James. They say recently he been found with another woman in his bedroom, but his wife didn't say anything.
Yeah,
but the thing is about that, Ronnie, they've been together for high school, and you won't hear nothing.
No, you don't hear nothing about that.
Nothing about
that. Yeah, very good point.
Nothing.
Yeah. You don't hear nothing.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times is, but let me ask you a question. Why aren't our white counterparts cheating at the rate that our black counterparts are? You don't hear
you already know, we've been talking about it. Remember, they've been trained since young. They father and their mother teach them, like, because I think you already know, like the Bible story, like the story of Ruth. You saw how her auntie trained her since young, how to get a Boaz. You get what I'm saying? So they've been trained like that. Most black women haven't been trained like that because they ain't got no fathers in the home.
Man, like it's just disparaging, because when you're looking at these situations, you're trying to get a understanding. You feel me? Like when you're trying to get an understanding, you're trying to understand why is it that you have these two couples who've been together, they have all their kids together, they've been together since high school. You know what I mean? She sacrificed her life to be a basketball.
And then she was like, I remember when the first scandal came out, and they were saying how allegedly she said she felt like she wasn't pretty enough for him. And I'm like, what do you mean you're not pretty enough for him? Because he's around all these women and the women trying to get one. But I'm like, at the end of the day, he's coming home to you. Is the problem with these women is their ego is involved. Their ego is always taking over. That's the issue when it comes to the black community. Black women, her ego is always taking control.
I got a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Do you feel like there's a little dose of feminism in there as well?
100%.
There you go, right there.
Sexual insecurities.
Yeah, sexual. What you call that? Sexual liberation.
Yeah, it's her ego in her because she felt. She even said she felt that she wasn't pretty enough for him, and like guys not looking at her. That's what
my thing
said.
is, Ronnie. I don't like you can say these things, but she won. You are married to a basketball player. You're set for life. You're set.
Yeah,
what more do you want?
You don't see those things. Her ego and insecurity. She do not see the money. She does not see the lifestyle. She do not see the ring. She do not see the kid because it's the bottom of her. Go ahead.
My thing is, how can Savannah James can see it, LeBron's spot can see it, but she can't.
Good point.
I mean, they had about the same amount of kids. LeBron met her in high school. LeBron had a plan. She followed that plan. Either it was in Cleveland, he was in Miami, he was in LA. She followed her man. She followed her man role. She's following her leader, and it's working.
I'm not gonna lie. Doing too, it depends on her friends as well. Now I think when married, they should not have single friends. Period.
I agree.
Period. Because that's because when they have single friends, they be like, look, I'm dating this guy. I'm dating this guy from the Knicks. I'm dating this guy from the Clippers. It's be like, man, how come they're not looking at me? Because they respect your husband. They're not gonna look at you that way. It's just a fact.
You know what I think it is too? She wanted. I found out that she wanted to be a model too, and it didn't work for her. But this is what the point I'm going to. I feel like once she got married with Steph, I felt like she kind of put her career in a back burner. But once she had her kids and everything, she wanted to get back into that career of modeling. That's why she wanted to lose the weight.
But you supposed to put your career on the back burner. Your man is a star.
Absolutely.
Woman follow the man, not the man follow the woman.
Absolutely, and that's her problem. She wanted to get her career back, but my thing is, it's like
it's over with.
It's over with. Exactly. It's over with. That tells me you're a borderline chameleon. She's a chameleon to me. If you want to do that, that's a motherfucking chameleon. I'm sorry that cuss. That's a chameleon. We gotta watch out for one of those.
It is because
that's a chameleon right there.
Delusional. Your career is done. When you marry an NBA star, you know how many women pray for that opportunity, Hakeem and Jordan?
So many.
They say they want a high earning.
So many. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what the biggest issue that we're not even touching on. Why is it that a lot of modern day women want to have a separate entity from being with the husband? Because
remember, it's not promoted in society right now. What's promoted in society is I'm getting pregnant. I'm having all these kids. And mind you, I still got my husband bag while I'm not even supporting my husband.
You see, and I'm just saying, think about it from that perspective. Women want to be identified outside of the marriage. They want something separate from the marriage. They don't want that whole thing about being one. They don't want that really.
No, because I'm being promoted at all.
To me, that's selfish.
It is.
Which is what we talked about a few podcasts ago, dark feminine energy.
Facts.
Which you know you want to use your divine, which is your borderline being a chameleon. You want to use your divine femininity one day, and then another day you want to use your dark feminine. You want to use the next time I use my dark femininity on this. I want to use my divine femininity on this. She's a chameleon to me. That's a borderline chameleon.
Women are now getting totally lost in femininity. Like it's getting to a point now that men are arguing with women on how to be woman, on how to be a woman, or how to follow a man, and it's driving men bonkers because they're like, you trying to coach and teach these women to take them to the next level. They don't want you to take them to the next level because Ayesha Curry, her job was to look pretty for your husband, do what he asked you to do, and shut the hell up. They can't do it.
Basically,
they can't do it.
She has all the money all the money in the world. She's driving fancy cars. She's in it, but she wants to have. Yeah.
Remember, some women are not made to get that blessing. It's just a fact. Some women are just not made to get that blessing. They can't handle it.
Listen, go ahead.
And it feels like she want to be bigger than Steph Curry. I'm sorry, Ayesha.
No.
You will never, ever be bigger than Steph Curry.
No, never.
No, but you see that you just said something. You just said something pivotal. Women don't like the fact that they have to be a shadow behind their men.
Yeah. No, but if you ask me, but I can't. I want to ask you a question. Do you really do mind an open marriage though? You enjoy it? Would you mind doing an open marriage if push come to shove?
I would never get married then. I can go get free. I can get free hoes for that. That's not how you build a community. That's not how you create wealth. Wealth is created through marriage. If that don't mean nothing, look at the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, look at the Hiltons, look at all these white folks that's running around with us. You know what I mean? Not all of it, but the ones with the most money are married. The billionaires and the millionaires statistically are all married.
Mm-hmm. And Ronnie, I agree with Hakeem, but my thing is, it's like I'm gonna be 50-50 because I'm agree with Hakeem. Is this like to be married to build a legacy, you have to be married, period. And my thing is, it's like I was to go around with Ronnie. It's like I feel like with these rich and powerful people, they might be doing some stuff that we don't know about sexually, threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes, and they probably have these women sign these undisclosed agreements like, hey, you do this.
That's what I'm saying. That's I'm going with that. I don't have a problem with the open marriage.
No.
I have a problem with it.
I don't have an issue with that too.
Oh, if you have a problem with it, don't let the public find out. It's between me and you. You and the wife.
Make more sense because he's a ball player. Women always sneaking into his hotel room. So it breeds the purpose of getting a divorce because now you're still married. You still have the Curry enterprise. You still have the Hakeem enterprise. You still have the joint enterprise. It's just now you have an open space to do what you need to do. And then nobody won't be like, oh, I saw Jordan over there on Prime 112 with another woman. It'd be like, hey, he's in open marriage. Or I saw Hakeem coming from a hotel and be like, hey, he's in open marriage. It stopped all that from happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife knows. Go ahead.
No, you're right. I'm just agreeing with you. You're right.
And now when it comes to the economic sense, remember I told you some people, remember Hakeem, we're going to talk about it soon, and probably John could time in. We're going to talk about polygamy. Like, sometimes polygamy, I'm not going to lie, I think that's one of the ways that's going to kind of help the black community because women is right now, especially when it comes to black women, they kind of striving more than the black men. And black men have two black women that have two businesses, that's been enough generational wealth.
I'll tell you this, Ronnie. Let's say me and my wife discuss having an open marriage. Y'all wouldn't even know about it.
No, we wouldn't.
That was it. We won't know about it.
You wouldn't know about it.
You know what I'm
Unless
saying?
you tell us, or you be like, hey, you tell us in back end, like, hey, we got open marriage. And I won't judge you too, because remember, your marriage is your marriage. Who am I to judge your marriage? And I think that's the problem with it is with that, Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry, people are judging their marriage, but people don't understand that when it comes to marriage, especially when it comes to a ball player, it's a lot. And not only that, some people actually said that Kobe Bryant probably had an open marriage too. That would say his wife didn't trip when they found out he was cheating with that lady in the hotel room.
There's a lot of ball players too. A lot of ball players, football players, baseball players.
Even LeBron James. I told you recently they just say they found a woman in his hotel room, a white woman.
Yeah.
And his wife didn't trip. So I know that's probably the advantages when it comes to being a ball player.
There was communication there.
Uh-huh.
But who am I? There's people that have multiple wives anyway. Their wives just don't know about it.
What I'm thinking with why LeBron James, his wife is working, because they communicate so well with each other.
Yeah,
that's why you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything about them because they communicate so well with each other.
They do. Now that one is a fact. But the reason I brought it up because I know a lot of guys. A lot of guys that live up already. They probably thinking about, hey, I don't have a problem with open marriage. I think it's the right idea. If me and my wife, we just stay together as a family just for the sake of the kids. But it's just that we just have an open marriage that we just see whoever we want to see with. How can you say I don't think so?
Yeah, you want to know something, bro? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like a couple years ago, I would have been down for something like that, but I just like where I'm trying to go with, man. That just causes nothing but problems, bro.
Okay, like for example, let's say for example, for the sake of conversation, let's say because remember we have this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And they say now women now are blowing up your DM. They want to come over. They want to talk to you. They want to have a conversation. You're not gonna turn it down. Let's say you get the baddest girl in LA and say, "Hey, Hakeem, I want to spend the night with you." You gonna turn that girl down? You be like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
be real.
If I'm in a fully committed relationship, yeah, I'm gonna have to. If I'm in a fully committed relationship, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Boy, why you smiling?
Now, listen. Now, if I was out here in the wilderness and I didn't have a care of the world, then I'm slanging. But nah, you know what I mean. But I'm not doing it like that.
Me, I said I'm cool with it. I'm down with open marriage because it makes sense. Like you gotta understand something, Jordan. Remember, you're gonna be on the road a lot. Your wife is not gonna be there, so you gotta tell your wife, like, listen, I know you're not gonna be with me in Detroit. I know you're not gonna be with me in Miami. I know you're not gonna be with me in Atlanta. Let me do my thing, and I make sure not to have kids out of wedlock.
With me, it's how open you are, how well y'all communicate to each other. Those are the two things, because I've been with my wife for since I was 19, and it's just to have the conversation we have now. It's just like when we have conversation, we listen to each other. If we might not like it, we respect what we're trying to say. And if, let's say, the open marriage is does come up, I listen to her, I communicate with her what she likes, what she don't. She tell me what she likes or what she don't like. I tell her what I like, when I don't like. And at the end of the day, we make a decision. Well, the decision will come through me, if we go for it or not, or if she's down for it, down for it. To me, it's just how open you are and how well you communicate. Because there's always going to be a respect over there for both of y'all.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Or, Hakeem, you don't want to go that route, you can have your girl or your wife work in your business. So you can always stay at tune with her. Y'all both being on the same level, so you won't have to worry about. Because there's a lot of businessmen that do that too. Like, I think Jeff Bezos' ex-wife was working for him. Bill Gates' wife was working for him. Warren Buffett's wife still works for him. So that was saying you could do stuff like that. Same thing.
For me, that's only imperative. When your wife plays some integral part into your life. But we just saying that they probably their house is just out of order.
I agree with that.
No, I do agree with that. I think it's not out of order. I think he is a beta male. I think people understand when we mean beta man, like he's being weak in the situation. He's not taking full control of the situation. He's just letting her do whatever we do, like Will and Jada, allowing these women to do it. And I think sometimes women do that out of attention, though. Like, to get the attention of the man, to tell him, like, hey, put me in check. But some men just don't know how to put a woman in check.
And I'll tell you this, Ronnie, if you're a beta male, it's fine. That's you. If you want to do that, that's totally. I have no problem with it. That's you. If you want to do that, that's your life, not mine.
So what's your final thoughts on this, Hakeem? Your final thoughts?
I say this, man, be intentional, because the thing about it is, I want people to understand, like, the stuff that you're doing, people are watching. Kids are watching and stuff like that. So you don't want to send the wrong message where now people are looking at the spaces like, man, them niggas some wild. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want people to have that, like, opinion about you. You know what I'm saying? Even though if y'all might not care, I care about what the kids think about me, because he is a very big role model. So be intentional on what you want to do. If you want to live wild, live wild. Just don't mix that in with what you got going on. That's it.
Me, I think, man, you need to be more informed in your relationship. If you're looking for marriage, stick with marriage. If you're looking for open relationship with me, open marriage, let your wife know. Joan was right. Communication is key. Spend time with your wife and tell her what you actually need and what you're looking for. There's nothing wrong to tell your wife what you want in the relationship. That's my final thoughts.
My final thought is, with this open marriage, if you're gonna have an open marriage, that's your prerogative. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But y'all have an open marriage, and make sure y'all keep it in the closet. Don't have it out there, because look like with Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry, we're talking about it, and we're saying, Steph Curry's this and Ayesha that, and my thing is like, it don't need to be out there if y'all would have kept it quiet. That's my final thoughts.
You already know. Happy New Year's. Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas from KR Culture Radio. We out.
Peace. Let's get it.
Boy, we did it, boy.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.